One of the early signs of hearing loss is kind of the first thing that people tell me that they notice is that everyone around them starts mumbling. They're like, suddenly, my grandson has just been mumbling all the time lately, and I think my hearing's fine, but they're telling, family members are telling me that I'm having a problem. And usually if, everybody starts mumbling, we need to get your hearing tested. A lot of people don't know that hearing loss impacts a lot more than just like communication and talking with those that they're trying to hear and understand. Untreated hearing loss has also been linked to like early onset dementia. We also see that hearing loss causes social isolation. If you can't hear, a lot of my patients tell me, I haven't been hearing, and so I've just stopped doing all of my normal social activities. I've stopped going to dinner with my family. I've stopped going to my small group on Wednesdays because I can't understand my friends. And so, one of my biggest goals for my patients is getting them back into those activities that they really enjoy. One of the common types of hearing losses that we see is something called presbycusis, which is age-related hearing loss. So what we know about hearing loss is often it decreases slowly over time. And so most of my patients, when they first come in, they have a hearing loss, and we recommend yearly hearing tests to kind of monitor, because we know that hearing is gradually decreasing over time. Determining whether a patient needs hearing aids or a different kind of hearing device, we have to look at the whole patient. We don't want to just treat the hearing loss. We also want to treat the patient and their lifestyle. So we have a very thorough evaluation to go through kind of their day-to-day activities. What does that look like? What areas specifically are they struggling in? So one hearing aid for one patient might not be appropriate for the same patient with the same hearing loss. They may need a completely different device. So it's really exciting to see. We have so many accessories and assistive listening devices in addition to hearing aids. For instance, we have TV streamers that the patient can plug into the back of their TV, and it'll stream the TV directly to their hearing aids. And so that's really important for some of our patients. Another device that's really helpful is something called a remote microphone, where the speaker that they're trying to hear, either like a spouse or a preacher or a teacher, they can wear that microphone and their voice will stream directly to the person that's wearing the hearing aids. One thing that patients don't know is that untreated hearing loss has some consequences that they're not always aware of. For example, our brain needs stimulation. It needs sound for those neural connections to function appropriately. When it doesn't have access to that sound, those neural connections break and we can't repair them. So if a patient comes in and they have a mild or moderate hearing loss, but don't get any hearing aids, 5 years down the line, they may still have a very similar hearing loss. They may still have a mild, moderate hearing loss, but their speech understanding, their ability to understand others actually decreases, even though the level at which they hear is the same.